Greetings, my excellent friends. The Dead Monk welcomes you to Purgatory. So I saw this article's headline and it just made me laugh about what's to come. We have Marvel Star Wars will reveal more of Luke's Jedi training. Why? Is this something we need to see? No. Why is it funny? Because I feel like the only reason to do this is to troll all the people that like Jar Jar Abrams movies, or like Jar Jar Wars, and just reinforce the fact that Rey is a Mary Sue. Otherwise, why else do this? It's hilarious. So it's a short article, let's take a look. When fans caught back up with Luke Skywalker in Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, he wasn't quite yet a seasoned Jedi Knight. The movie would follow his training with Yoda on Dagobah. But what about the time between Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars? It's just called Star Wars. Writer Greg Pak and artist Phil Noto will reveal more of Luke's Jedi training before Empire Strikes Back during their upcoming run on Marvel's Star Wars comic book series. Again, why? It's not something you need to know. Yeah, I mean, what's next? Are we gonna tell the story of where Han got his vest? Where Leia gets her hair done? I mean, no, it doesn't matter. Again, the only reason to tell about all of Luke's training is to reinforce that Rey is in fact a Mary Sue. Alright, so Pack, he says, I remember that when my friends and I saw Empire for the first time back in 1983, we were blown away when Luke used the Force to draw his lightsaber to his hand from the snow. That set all kinds of wheels spinning in our heads. Clearly Luke learned more about the Force between the movies. What happened? Who'd he learn from? How did he train? Who'd he learn from? Well, you can train on your own. I mean, have you ever trained for anything? Yeah. You might have a trainer that instructs you on a few things, tells you, hey, do all these things, and then, well, you do a lot on your own. You don't always have someone telling you what to do at every step. You go and practice. Anyway, how did he train? So it's kind of a trip to be able to contribute in some small way to answering some of those questions in this storyline. Again, there's no reason for this. It's just not necessary. Just like Rogue One. Rogue One was a completely unnecessary story. Does it matter how the rebels got the plans to the first Death Star? No, it doesn't matter. They blew it up. That was the important part. The rest of it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The Marvel Star Wars comic book, they're focusing on Luke's training. Now, if I recall, the break between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back was 1 year, 2 years, somewhere in there. So, I mean, there was plenty of time for Luke to train. He got a little bit of instruction from Obi-Wan. Got introduced to the Force, got a little bit of training. And then, well, he could certainly spend the next 1 or 2 years. He's not just sitting on his thumbs. He's training. He's practicing the stuff that Obi-Wan taught him. Maybe discovering some new things on his own. But yeah, that's lots of time he spent. As opposed to Rey, who in the span of one movie that took place over the course of, maybe a few days? Well, all it took for her to go from knowing nothing about the Force to basically being a Jedi Knight, all it took for her was old man Obi-Wan Solo to say, oh, the Force is real, Jedi are real. That's it. So as soon as someone tells her it's real, boom, she's a Jedi Knight. That's it. Now, I'm not complaining that she's a Mary Sue, because it didn't matter. That movie was terrible. What's it called? Star Wars Good Morning Force? Good Morning Force was terrible. It doesn't matter that she was a Mary Sue. Her character was just boring. I mean, partially because she's a Mary Sue and had no tension anywhere. You never felt she was in danger. But the big problem with her character is that she's a damn Jar Jar Abrams mystery box. And that's all he cares about whenever he makes a movie, is a mystery box. It's so stupid. Yeah, her character, it's boring. I mean, no offense to Daisy Ridley, she did a fine job with the crap that she was given by Jar Jar. It's not her fault, it's his fault. But yeah. She is a Mary Sue. So yeah, Luke had his training in between, and then, he goes to Dagobah, gets some training from Yoda. He was there probably, I don't know, a couple weeks. I mean, everybody thinks he was there a day or two, but you have to keep in mind, Han and Leia and Chewie were traveling in the Falcon. The hyperdrive was out, so they got away from the Star Destroyer, searched for the nearest system, found Lando on Cloud City, and traveled to Bespin at sublight speeds. If you're not traveling at light speed, it takes a long time to get places. And you go back and forth between them and Luke and Yoda, but it's not like they got to Lando in a day. So they were probably there a while. Luke was probably there a couple weeks. It doesn't really matter though. In the end, Rey's a Mary Sue, and as I said, I can't see any reason to tell the story of Luke's training before Empire Strikes Back, other than to reinforce that Rey's a Mary Sue. So I'm really hoping that we hear a lot more whining and arguing about it. I hope you do too. Until then, be excellent to each other. Farewell. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it and would like to encourage me to make more, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again. A bientôt.